Hey, what's up, Skin Wars? I'm Jason Lozano, a 35-year-old geek artist based out of the great city of San Antonio, Texas. I've been a body painter for about 6 years now. My love of body painting came from the first time I got to do a competition about, 6 years ago. I was doing some live art shows here in town, and a buddy of mine had a chance to compete in a show around here, so he asked me if I wanted to join him. At the time, I had never really thought about body painting. It was a really foreign thing to me, so I wasn't really sure. I was kind of hesitant. So being a good friend, he had to call me out. He was like, what, are you some pussy? You scared to paint on naked girls? So I had to do it. You're getting caught out by your boys, you gotta man up. So I went and did this competition. I did a horrible job. No idea what I was doing whatsoever. I used a little 2-inch brush trying to paint an entire body. It was not good. But I got to meet some artists that were fantastic, that had done this before, that knew what they were doing. And that inspired me more than I had ever felt in my life. At that point, I had quit being a musician that I had been since I was 13 to focus more on being an artist. So when I got to see these artists that were able to show me this whole new platform, this whole new way of bringing your art literally to life by putting it on a living, breathing canvas, it just inspired me in a way to be the type of artist that I knew I wanted to be. So from that point on, I dedicated my life mostly to start, as much as I could at the time, to start body painting. Making the decision to become a full-time artist and full-time body painter has really given me a chance to do some exploring and do some fantastic shows across the country. Last year I was fortunate enough to be able to go to New York for Body Painting Day. I was part of Living Art America last year. I was able to assist Rudy Campos from season 2 in the competition over there. Since that time I've been doing a little bit of traveling for some other spots. I was able to go to Florida and take a couple of weeks painting lessons with Avi Ram, who is a fantastic guy. These are all people that I met and were inspired through from your show Skin Wars. About 2 years ago, I was given an opportunity to go to New Orleans to paint with and meet Craig Tracy, who was an idol of mine. My job at the time, I was working for Apple doing IT, wasn't going to give me the time off I needed. So I decided to quit to go do some body painting in New Orleans and to hopefully be inspired, and it inspired me in a way I never dreamed possible. Not only did I meet Craig, I was introduced to a great convention that was going on there in New Orleans. I got to meet all these fantastic body painters, and it really gave me the drive to want to do this full time. I had already quit my job. I told Craig about that, and he was basically like, well, fuck it, you're an artist now, you made the leap, you might as well do it. So since that point, I made the decision to never work for anybody else again and make it on my own as an artist. If I don't make it, then I'm not worth it as an artist. Luckily for me, I only ate soup and spaghetti for a little while, and now I'm able to pay my bills and do what I have to do, all on the strength of my own art. And that is in turn from body painting. My love of body painting got me into tattooing full time. It just gave me a new love for body art. It has inspired me in ways I never thought possible. So I want to be able to inspire others the way it has inspired me to pursue themselves and pursue art in a way that they never thought possible. You can describe my art style with one word: geek. I have been a geek into comic books, sci-fi, video games since I was a little wee Jason back in the 80s. I had a Nintendo when it first came out. I've been reading comic books since I was old enough to read. It's what I love, it's what I do. I can't tell you dick about sports, but I can tell you the year, what character was created, who created them, where they grew up in, just all kinds of nonsense. So that in turn kind of made me a lifelong geek. To the point now where I'm kind of a Wikipedia of geekdom. I'm the guy that people call when they have a random question at 2 in the morning to stump their girlfriend because they know this guy can beat the other guy. And being a lifelong video gamer has given me a real competitive edge. I grew up in a time where I had to fight for a controller, so you had to be good in order to be the best, to keep playing, to keep doing what you love. So I have in turn kind of took that mentality and put it into everything I do, especially in my art nowadays. So whenever I compete or I'm in a competition type setting, I tend to be really focused. A lot of times I don't talk as much. People kind of think I'm scary because they think I'm going to attack them, but really I'm just concentrating on what I do because I hate to lose. I like to be at the very least in the top 3, otherwise what's the point of the race? So that drive to always want to be on the top kind of makes me a tough competitor. When I'm in that type of situation, I can't help but be a little bit of a shit talker every now and then. Not really much of a saboteur, but I will try to play mind games and, just get in the other person's head. Whatever advantage I can take, I'm going to take it as long as I can win. So my love for competing and my love for body painting has kind of just led one into the other. So I've been trying to take as many chances as I can at national competitions locally, just to build up some experience and some exposure doing it. I have a couple of trophies behind me. Second place, not first yet, but I'm going to get there. Once I started body painting and was able to see what it is and what it brought out in me, I was really inspired to try to bring that to more of the art scene I have here in San Antonio. I tried really hard for years with a bunch of friends to really build up the scene here. So when I did that first competition, I contacted the guy who threw it, and it turned out we went to high school together. We ended up becoming, good friends again, and worked on a goal to start a group here in town called Beyond the Canvas. What it started off as was just a competition, but eventually we turned it into an organization. And now it's a nonprofit that hosts workshops to teach people how to face paint, the basics of body painting. We try to get in as many big name artists as we can to come down and do workshops also. And we really try to preach the word of body painting as a whole to the art community, to let them know that it's not just a TNA show, that this is a legitimate art form. This is something beautiful when it's merged with the body and you're able to show movement. Painting a model, it's about painting a person, to be able to set them free, to let them express themselves in a way they never thought possible. I never dreamed when I first started doing this the type of impact I could have on a person. At first I thought about it as just painting, but as I started painting more people and seeing the effect it has on them, I've seen how it can change their life, and it can change them emotionally and spiritually. I'm fortunate enough to work with a lot of really great charity groups here in town, so I do a lot of charity body painting for different events every other month or so. So I get to do a lot of airbrush tattoos and paintings for children that suffer from a lot of diseases that they're battling, and it's very gratifying for me personally to see them come out feeling stronger and better after being painted and just walk around feeling like a superhero, and there's no feeling that can top something like that for me or for them. Winning Skin Wars would definitely be a life changer. Like everybody else, I can clear up dead and do all of that. But what it would really do for me that is the most important is it'll give me a chance to really help me take care of my sister better. About 6 years ago, our mother passed away, and my sister had been living with her our entire life, helping take care of her. Our mother became sick a long time ago, so our sister has just been living with her, helping take care of her. It's been her best friend. So when she passed, she took it really hard, fell into a deep depression, became suicidal at times. So I had her move in with me, and I've just been helping take care of her the best I can throughout the years. I left the house when I was 18. My mother and I never really got along much, and my sister decided to, man up basically and help take care of our sick mother when I decided to go out and live my life. I wasn't always the best brother that I could have been, so I've been trying really hard the past few years to make up for that. So being on Skin Wars and getting a chance to win would give her a brother worth being proud of, and give her a chance to give her a life, to show her that there is happiness out there, that she doesn't have to be depressed, that she can leave her room whenever she chooses to, and live a life worth living. So being on your show will give my sister a brother to be proud of. It'll help me put the San Antonio art scene on the map that we deserve to be on, because my city is fantastic and we have some of the best artists around here. And it'll give me a chance to be able to show that I have what it takes to compete with some of the best in the world by being on your show.